here inside, I believe, appears
back to Ronnie O'Sullivan, being quite far behind, and I just think somebody should win for a change other than Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Enjoy your afternoon. Thank you very much.
Poor break-off shot from Barry. He's just got to tighten up on his safety. Can't keep leaving Ronnie these chances. He's disappointed. And when you consider he tried to come this side of the blue to get to the baulk cushion, and he went the other side, that's how he misjudged the break-off.
Yeah, of course, and let Ronnie in with an easy chance in the last frame as well. But this is certainly not an easy chance, and the fact that there's no straightforward path down the baulk around the back of the black, that's why I think Ronnie has decided against taking this long putt on. Well, at first glance, it looks that he may have covered this red in the corner pocket. Body language from Barry Hawkins tells us that that red is covered. He's having a look at this one down into the bottom right-hand corner pocket.
He'll have to pull off some shot here, though, because it's so straight. The only colour he could possibly get on is the blue. And as I say, that is some shot to get the cue ball back up for the blue. There you go, 7'9" from cue ball to object ball. He's got to strike this as well as it is anything. Oh, and that's absolutely superb. You can forgive him for being the wrong side of the blue. The most important thing was pot the red and give yourself a chance of a colour. And we say with these superfine cloths, see how you get the bounce. Found a path, but it needs to slow down or a good kiss required. 6. Overhit it. Pity. Great opening red, but only 6 points.
Barry Hawkins 6.
Well, is he on this red? And if he is, does he have an angle? It looks pretty straight to me. Might have to force an angle on this red.
Yeah, as you say, it looks very straight, and if you were trying to pinch a little bit, you'd want to hit the red slightly on the left as we look, and the blue maybe stopping that.
This could go in off. Yeah, could go in off. Just tried to force the angle, didn't he?
Good straight cueing was needed, but once he hit the red in the middle of the pocket, the white was always going to follow it in. Now here's a chance for Barry. He's potted one terrific long red already at his last visit. This time he doesn't have to put that much into the cue ball because he can stun through for the black. Well, how far did he miss that by? Unbelievable.
Settle down, please.
The green may have just been pulling him off slightly, but boy, that was a long, long way away. He was almost embarrassed. There's a red here for the right corner for Ronnie, but I'm not certain where the colour comes from.
1.
Tried to run past the black and kiss the red to the left of it, but not on anything that you'd think you'd go for. It's not the most straightforward of shots because that red that's near the left middle, and he's just thinking if I leave the cue ball tight on the top cushion, then
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
this
1.
red won't be a tempter. Well, it won't be a tempter now because the black somehow has come down and blocked the red. But he was going to leave in the red anyway, thinking, well, he can roll the red along the cushion, but he's not going to get a colour off it.
Yeah, if that black was open and the red could pass by it, it would have been straightforward for Barry Hawkins, but it's tied everything up now. Needs to slow up that cue ball. Well, can he get through to the red closest to the yellow pocket? Well, there's Hawkeye's view. He is on the red into the bottom corner pocket, the yellow pocket as we call it, but the problem is that that red that's closest to the left middle, just before it, that's the danger should he miss.
The one thing about Ronnie, you see people have thinking time about a shot, but you know that he'll be thinking of something that will put his opponent in trouble here. Well, tight on the top cushion would have been better. Barry just having a look to see if there's a possibility of potting the red to the left middle and being able to find the potting angle on the black. Just gone a bit scrappy this frame, the black are not on its spot, pink tied up, blue near the side cushion. But that pace, never easy for the pocket to accept it. There's an easy shot here. If Ronnie, as we watch that again, a bit slower, it'd have gone in. Just stun the red into the black and the red should go up the table. So he's left the cue ball tight on the top cushion. Barry with a problem.
Yeah, that was a very clever shot, wasn't it? Bringing the black into play as well. And because he's so tight on this cushion, he can't get the cue ball back in a similar position to where he is now, and that's where he'd love to be. I've replayed this shot, but it's so difficult now.
This is where snooker is a very funny game sometimes. You can put someone in real trouble as Barry is here. And he's looking at all the options of getting a decent safety. And then all of a sudden, sometimes, Ken, you get to a situation and think, well, I can't get it safe, but there is a pot to the right middle. Is it better to play the risky pot than the risky safety? And so many times we've seen people go for the pot, knock it in, and have a frame-winning chance.
Yeah, he hasn't really looked at that, has he, into the right-hand corner pocket. It's a tough angle.
Well, he feels that just touching that red, he's not leaving anything for Ronnie to go at, which is the best he could do, the situation he was in.
Ronnie may try and get him back into that same position again now. Needs to be tight on this cushion though. Yeah, the fact is he's not tight. Barry can dig down on the cue ball, but he is contemplating this red into the right centre, one that you mentioned earlier, John. Again, that's a very, very tough pot, should he miss it. Virtually handing another frame to Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think he can dig down on the cue ball to try and get it back to somewhere close to this back cushion.
Well, he's got it tight to the top cushion, but I don't think he's left anything easy for Ronnie. And of course now, all the colours that are available are all in the other half of the table, so as I say, this game's going a little bit scrappy. Well, that's a fluke, and that's what he didn't want, believe me, because the good safety shot that Ronnie's played, he's got to play it himself now. He's the one in trouble. For once, a fluke didn't help.
Quite credible, wasn't it? Get a fluke. Put the red in there and leave yourself in trouble. And now, again, he's in the problem that Barry Hawkins was a few moments ago, but he's trying to see if he can leave the cue ball here in the top cushion. But there's a couple of reds both into left and right centre that will be available for Barry, and that's what he's afraid of. Pink does pot into left centre. Again, it may be one of these shots that you spoke about, John. He may be forced into having a go at this. He's sizing it up.
Yeah, you can see his mind ticking over, can't you? Is the safety guaranteed? He's just looking to see if he can get through to the blue and maybe not leave one of those reds you mentioned into the centre pockets. Now having a look once again at the potting angle on the pink.
Yeah, as well as the difficulty of this pot. Watch the cue ball, it will be going close to the green pocket.
Well, we talk about costly flukes, but not the other way round. What a chance this is now for Barry.
One.
Chance to get the black back on its spot. The pink's now in the open.
Eight. Nine. Thanks.
Well, he's come a bit straight on the black, but because these reds in the middle of the table, it shouldn't hamper him too much just to play a screw shot on and off the side cushion.
16.
Just coming up to 5 hours match time.
17.
This is a great chance and one you feel that he's got to take. The reds he needs are all in potable positions. He's now got the pink and black back on the spots. The blues in the
23.
balk end. So he can get that back on its own spot whenever he wishes.
24. $29. 30.
Just about perfect on the blue. As long as he's got the right angle, he can hold for either of these reds, either side of the pink. Now, a 43-point lead.
35.
3 reds required.
$36.
Maybe a little bit disappointed to come straight, but as he's got the red near the baulk line, near the green spot, shouldn't cause him a problem. As I say, they preferred an angle.
$41. 42.
Yeah, that was a nice pot right in the heart of the pocket. 50 points ahead. Brown, red, and that should be enough to secure this frame for Barry Hawkins. He's let that one go a little bit too close to the cushion, more than he would have liked.
46.
But just this red. He's missed it. He's missed it. Yeah, he just got too close to the cushion there. Now, 54 points behind, 59 remaining on the table.
So he's not got many points to play with here, Ronnie. So this is the big problem he's got. The reds are in reasonable position, but they're at the wrong end of the table for him. Trying to force the cue ball. Unless he gets a good kiss, he's not on anything.
8.
Nothing easy anyway. He may have this red to this left corner pocket, but he needs pinks or blacks. Marvellous shot. Not perfect on the black.
Yeah, nice pot, wasn't it? Just a little bit low on this black. If we can get close to this red on the left-hand side of the table, anywhere in behind it, close to the cushion, try and get it into the right centre. Yeah, needs to go a little bit, get behind it, and he's got it into the right centre. He's played it
16.
almost perfect. Just calculating the scores, he can possibly take a brown. He's 38 points behind. Red and brown, left needing the last red with a pink or black. That's why he's gone up for the blue. Needs to run.
17.
I can't get close to this red.
Well, that's what he's thinking of now. As I say, it was always going to be difficult because he didn't have that many points to play with. He's looking at the scoreboard now. Pots the blue. He'll go 32 points behind. So, off this last red, it's got to be blue or above if he's going to win the frame at this visit.
22.
And what a clearance this would be.
What a shot he's played there.
23.
Absolutely fantastic shot. Have a look at this. That's cueing at its finest. Round the angles here. Well, is he going to leave the long yellow? Thought he might go around a few cushions trying to get close to this yellow, but he's going to require now another good pot.
28.
There you see it, 26 behind, 27, and Barry, of course, will be sitting in his seat, suffering, because he only needed that one red. He missed his chance. Will he get another? Well, has he got an angle on the screen?
What the shot he's just played there. Cued that in so nicely. Inside, watch the side. Absolutely perfect on the black. What a shot! He's pulling them all out of the fire here. This will hurt Barry Hawkins. This could be the turning point in this
37.
final. Barry Hawkins led by 54 with 50 remaining. What a clearance this would be.
42.
He's not come perfect on the pink. A little short.
Played that with a tremendous amount of right-hand side, and now the black to win the frame by 1 point and make Barry Hawkins really regret missing that frame ball red. In it goes. It doesn't get much better than that. Believe me, that was a sensational clearance. No points to spare. Absolutely brilliant. Barry Hawkins